Live your own life. Like, it's one of those games, right? Like, it's kind of very nostalgic. RuneScape. Like, we did play a little bit on stream. Jeez, it's so dark in here. Can you guys even see what's going on? Like, I can barely see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. See, that's what I don't like. I wish that you can put, like, a light on here. Yeah, RuneScape is one of those games. It's kind of like... It has kind of the same, in a sense, like, same reputation as, like, you know, any of those super childish games that, like... Oops. It's like a super childish game that, like, people don't really play anymore because it's kind of dumb, but, like, at the same time you're like, whoa, it's nostalgic, you know? That's what I like about RuneScape. It's mostly, I only would play it for, like, the nostalgia. See, I'm trying to, like... trying to get this to, like, light up. I mean, didn't Fluffy say that you just roleplay in that game? Like, you just kind of just hang out with everybody. Oof. Whoa! That's a hole. That just went, like, straight down. This is good. At least we have some light. Actually, you know what? Does anybody play Neopets anymore? Is Neopets a thing still? Like, is that game still around? That's what we should do. We should play Neopets. What do you even do on Neopets anymore? I wonder if my account is still around. I have to go check. Like, I made an account when I was 8. It was a long freaking time ago. I think all of my pets are dead. Can they officially be dead now, or is it like, are they still not a thing? They're just starving. They can't die, right? I heard that there was a way that, like, they can actually die, though. I don't know what that means. Like, can they die or can they not die? Can your Neopets die? Like, legit? I heard there was like a plushie that apparently can actually delete your pet from the game. I remember that game though. It was actually really fun. It was actually really funny because, like, every day you would have to go and get your omelet and feed your pet and make sure your pet was alive. And if you didn't check your pet for a few days, it would be starving and you would have to go buy more omelets or find other sources of food. So trying to raise more than one pet at a time was like kind of rough. You had to like level up your pet by like playing games and stuff, like mini games. There's this one game that was kind of like Snake. I don't know if you guys know what that game is, but like it's kind of like a, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But like as you ate more like little Easter eggs, your no. But in Neopets, like if you left it for like, I think after 7 days, it would finally hit like very hungry or whatever. Like there were little tears. But like your pet would never actually die from starvation. Like you can leave it for like the longest time. Like if I checked it now, I haven't been on Neopets in like 10 bajillion years. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure if I checked it today, my pet would still be starving. But yeah. Yeah, Neopets. I think Neopets was like my first game on the internet. I'm sure it was like a lot of people's first game on the internet. I mean, if you're my age, it's probably one of the first games on the internet that you played. Like, I went from playing, like, maybe going on Neopets for a little bit, and then we played some games. If you guys know what, what's that thing called? Gaia? Like, you guys know it as Gaia Online nowadays. I think that's what it's called now, right? It's Gaia Online. I played it, or I used to be on Gaia when it was like, when it used to be called Go Gaia. Did you get an estimate on the tattoo? Not yet. I'm gonna ask. She hasn't got, I don't think she's gotten back to me yet. I think she's probably out now. We just basically decided on like a time, like a day, just to kind of reserve a day. She hasn't gotten back to me yet. Gaia the TV. No. It's Gaia Online. So it's spelled Gaia like how you guys are spelling it, but it's called Gaia Online. I mean, now it's Gaia Online. Before Gaia Online, it used to be Go Gaia. And it actually just used to be like a forum. That's what it used to be. I can't believe I remember that. That's... Oh yeah, Ragnarok was a thing too. I never played Ragnarok. My friend did. Along with like MapleStory, RuneScape, Gunbound. There was also a game called like... This game I missed the most because I only played it for a little bit. And it was called Survival Project. I don't know anybody who knows that game, except for like me and a few friends who played it all the time. It was like the best game ever, and then they took away the American servers, and we couldn't play it anymore. Like I caught it at like the tail end of it, and it was really sad. I really like that game, and I miss it a lot. Like they don't have it anymore. I'm sure there's a lot of private servers and stuff, but the official game is actually gone now. So, but that game was really fun. Yeah, I'm sure that none of you guys know what Survival Project is, but that game was like one of my favorite games. And I only played it for like a week, like 2 weeks. But I think just the idea of it, that's what, like, the memories of playing that game, just, that's what really is. Survival Project. It was like a small, like, Korean game that was only around for like a little bit. I don't know officially how long it was around for, because I think I caught it at like the tail end of it. Do you feel like finishing Oxen? Probably not tonight. I kind of just wanted to chill and talk to you guys today. Maybe another time. I know, you guys, I wouldn't mind finishing it, I just don't want to do it today. Yeah, I don't know if we have that much left on it anyway, so I mean, it wouldn't take us a long time to play it, it's just that I don't want to do it today. Wow, this is really uneven. Yeah, we'll finish it though eventually, I just don't want to do it today. Okay, we'll have fun. I think for some reason, like, I'm like going up a ramp. I don't know why it keeps building upwards. But yeah, the deposit for getting the tattoo is about $150 to reserve the date. Non-refundable time, like, just to reserve the time. But like, if I can't make the original time, I can always change it within 48 hours notice. And so, and it's, that deposit is part of the amount that I would pay for the tattoo, so. But I think I'm gonna have to, I mean, before I put the deposit down, I'm probably just gonna ask for a little bit of an estimate, just to see how much it's gonna cost me overall, so I can at least know what to expect, like maybe save up for it. Oh, wait, I'm full. I don't foresee it costing more than $1,000 though. I'm gonna overestimate and say that it'll probably cost me about that much money. Like, probably more than maybe a little over $500 with like tip and everything. It's gonna be over $500. That I kind of know for sure. Cause I don't know how long it's gonna take. You wouldn't think so? You mean more or less? Because this is like a really, like, I think her hourly rate is like $300. So, I don't know, man. It could cost a lot. I'm already putting $150. I would already be putting $150 down for the deposit. So, I have a, I mean, it's not gonna be small. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be big. It's not gonna be that, it's not gonna be huge, but it's not gonna be small either. Like small, I'm thinking like it's less than an inch. Like maybe like 2 inches, 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. That's kind of, a 2 by 2 is pretty small. That's like this big, right? That's like this big. It's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be bigger than that. Like for sure. I think my biggest thing though is kind of logistics. Honestly, like out of everything that, out of everything, I think my biggest concern is less about the cost, because I know that, you know, quality tattoos are gonna be expensive. My biggest thing is like the logistics. Like, how am I gonna get out to the shop? Because the shop is located in San Francisco, but it's like not in an area where, because it's kind of in the middle of the city still, and so my biggest concern is more of like how I'm gonna get there, because while it is in the city, there's not really any parking. It's not that close to the train station that we, like the subway system that we have for the city, can your brother take you? I think he's probably gonna be busy, and I don't really want to ask him to do it. Because it is like, it is kind of a drive away. I don't live like really close to the city. So I mean, it's like 2 blocks away from the subway station, so maybe I might take it there. But it's like, unfortunately, it's kind of in a really shady area. Like especially if I'm gonna be going by myself, so. I'm hoping that I can maybe ask a friend to go with me, but I don't really know anybody who would want to sit with me for, I don't know how long it's gonna take to go get it done. So, I don't know. Well, like once you take out like all these big like pillars, this really opens up. This like like I said, open concept, right? Hold on. Like it really does open up. You know... Oops. Oh my god. But yeah, I think logistically, I mean, she was gonna give me, like for the earlier date, she was gonna actually give me like a time that was like kinda at night actually. And I was like, I don't think I can do at night. Like at 6 p.m. I was like, by the time I don't know how long the piece is gonna take, and if it's gonna take a long time, I don't want to take the train by myself, or walk to the station, by myself. So I was like, we can do it any later date, but the closest, because she's gonna be gone in May, so the earliest that she can fit me in is probably June. So. Which is fine. I don't mind waiting either, just because I think I still kind of want to, until I put down the deposit, I'm kind of not really, like, I'm kind of still on the fence about it, but like, you know, I kind of still do want it. So, it's a process. I mean, I only saw the design like a week ago, so I kind of still want to wrap my mind around it. You know, like, tattoos are kind of a big deal, so I kind of want to make sure that I'm sure, you know? Wait, is this a hole that goes down? Why am I walking so slow? Do you guys notice that? Am I just... Yo, am I walking really slow? What the heck? Hold to sprint. Yeah, hold to sprint. What? Wait, why is it so slow? Wait, I can't even jump. Hold on. That's weird. It like completely bugged out on me. I couldn't run, I couldn't walk. I mean, I could walk, but I couldn't run. That's so weird. Yeah, I definitely need some time to like really come to terms with it. So I think giving me like a month and a half to kind of do my, like, kind of make sure that I want it is a pretty good amount of time, I think. Nobody answered me. Yeah, she hasn't messaged me back yet about it, so that's okay. She probably doesn't really check at night. Oh, there we go. See? Oh, that was weird, man. Oh, maybe it was bugged from the car. That might be what that is. Which is fine. Like I told you guys, like, kind of what I wanted my other tattoos to be, right? Like, kind of some ideas for it. I kind of wanted one of them to be... I know I kind of said I didn't really want script, but I kind of want to get my parents, like, Chinese names on my, like, I want them to, like, write their Chinese names, in their, like, maybe in their handwriting, and then get that tattooed, like a smaller script somewhere, but just both their names. And that would be by itself one. Hey Bill, how's it going? How are you doing today? Did you finally get Astroneer? We're just chilling today. Nothing really too serious. Didn't you play the tutorial? How are you liking it? How'd you like it? The tutorial was a little bit confusing, at least when I played it the first time. I never actually finished the tutorial until recently, just because I wanted to get the achievement for it. I think the new tutorial is better. When I had the first tutorial, like when I first started playing it at release, it was kind of really confusing. I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't really clear what I needed to do. But I finished the tutorial now. I think it's also because I know how to play now, so I think that's partially why it was a lot easier. Was fun? I'm glad. This game is really chill, kind of pretty fun, so like it's a lot better. It's a good way to like waste some time. But yeah, we were just talking about this tattoo that I might be getting in June, which is a whole thing. But I'm kind of really excited. I'm a little nervous about the entire process, but your entire life is a waste of time. Same. But yeah, like, I'm kind of a little nervous about the whole process because I haven't gotten one before, and so I'm a little nervous about, you know, the entire thing. But I think it's kind of like a good thing, you know? It's something it's kind of one thing that, like, I kind of want to just do, because if I wait, I'm never going to do it. And I think it's been on my mind for such a long time that I kind of just, you know, if I don't do it, like, why even waste my thought about it? You know, like, there are so many people that are adamant about not getting tattoos, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've never really been opposed to the idea. Because I don't really think, I think of tattoos as more of like an art form. Like, it's less, I think these days it's less of like a rebellious thing to do than it is to be like really express yourself. And I'm that type of person anyway, you know, like, I think tattoo is like a super big, like, I think it's a really nice way to kind of like show off, like, kind of like show a part of yourself. You have one? What is your tattoo? Thank you, Bill, for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome to the squad. I don't know what to do with this. But yeah, I've been kind of like, honestly, I'm kind of drawn into getting like, I'm kind of drawn into getting kind of a sleeve, but not really like a full-on, like, fully, like, filled-in sleeve. Because, you know, like, there's those people who get, like like completely filled in sleeves, you know? But I don't think I would get something like that. I think I would get mine like kind of in pieces. One of my favorite streamers has she kind of has a half sleeve, but then she has some pieces, like smaller pieces on like her forearm and everything. I kind of like that style where you can obviously tell that they're like separate pieces, and I think that looks generally a little bit dare I say, classier? Oh wait, that's a 3-month resub. Alright. It took a while for Twitch to realize that. On Streamlabs it just says has subbed. But thank you, I appreciate it. 3 months. 3-month resub. You have a power symbol I got 12 years ago. Where is it located? Is it like... I mean, if you don't mind me asking, is it like on your arm, wrist, forearm? Okay. Is it big? Is it a big tattoo? Because I heard getting it on your arm, at least on like your upper arm, is like the least. Like if you're worried about like pain, I feel like it's not that bad to get it on your arms, like your appendages. But the closer it is to the center of your body, I think that's where it hurts more, right? Like closer to your bones or whatnot. Like if you got it on your wrist, where kind of like your skin is thinner, right? Or closer to your bones. So I'm thinking of getting mine like kind of like on my like shoulder, like up here, like on my upper arm, kind of working it out to kind of a sleeve, but not really. I think I'm just gonna have to work with her a little bit about like the colors of it. I like in the illustration that I kind of showed before. I kind of like the colors. I just kind of wish they weren't so like completely bold. Let me show you guys again what it looks like. So this is what it is. Right? So like, you know like how the flowers are kind of like you have the bluish background and you have the little, you know, the yellow flowers. I mean I like the Hamtaro like colors because those are like the Hamtaro colors. I just don't want them to be so like sharp. Right? They're kind of like very sharp. Like I kind of like, let me see if I can find one that's done by her as well. No, not like that, but no, what I mean by fading it is more watercolor style. Like, I kind of want it to be, let me see. She does a lot of these cool, like cool colors. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's kind of like, you see how it's like more faded? Just like, it kind of looks more like brush strokes, right? Rather than like completely, like if you look at watercolor tattoos, like that's kind of what I want. Like those very, like kind of like if somebody like spray painted and so it's not completely within the lines, it's kind of like splashed. Like the colors are more splashed than it is like, you know, filled in. So kind of like, so that's the same tattoo, but the illustration here, can you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me just look up some really cool watercolor tattoos. There's one guy who did them. Let me see. I just followed him recently. What is that guy's name? Shoot. Crap, I forgot what that guy's name was. It was like, oh god, where is it? It's something like Smile or something like that. I don't remember what it's... Did I follow it? Is it? Oh, it's Find Your Smile. Let's see, let me look at it. There's this guy who does really cool watercolor tattoos as well. Like, they're more... Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. It's on Instagram too, by the way. Desktop. So like these. Like, see, they're like, I kind of like these where they're kind of, it's not really like filled in. It's more like it's more, what's it called? It's kind of like splotchy a little bit. Like, it looks like watercolor, right? So I kind of like these pieces where the backgrounds are more, you know, not completely shaded in or whatever. It's, you know, more faded in, and the colors are, they blend a little bit more together. So I kind of would like that, like this type of coloring, but like on that tattoo. And maybe not yellow flowers, like maybe some other colors. So like, look at this Dragonite one. This one looks really cool, right? You saw the Borderlands one? Yeah. Like this guy, he's really good too. Like, see, like the coloring for this, it's not really like completely filled in, but you can get the gist of it. So I kind of like these types of colorings and stuff like that. I think these are really sick. I like how these are colored in. Yeah, he's from Florida, I think. Yeah, he's from Florida. This guy's from Florida. This is not the artist that I'm looking at. I'm looking like there's the artist that I found. He's in I mean, she's in San Francisco, and I like her art too. And she can do more of that like brushstroke watercolor type of art as well. It's just that in that certain illustration that she had available, she had done it in like what she thought was, you know, good colors and whatnot, or like what she wanted for her colors. But I think if oh, what the freak? I was like in the floor. I kind of want to talk to her, see if I can like maybe get it to maybe colors that I think might look better on like myself at least. I mean, I trust her artistic ability too. It's just that I want to make it something that I really actually completely love, you know? Because you should love it. I mean, you should completely like what you're putting on your body, for the most part, so. Wow. Do you like the blue and yellow? Which one? I think I would like a lighter blue. Like, see, if we look back at this picture, I kind of like teal, like more, if the background was maybe like a teal color, like kind of like oops, not that. Kind of like this bluish. I kind of would like this kind of blue for the background a little bit. If we're looking at this image again, she kind of uses more of a dark blue, but I think if we could get like a lighter color blue, I think I like that color blue better. And then maybe for the flowers, maybe like a reddish, and maybe like a lighter green for the, like a little bit of a lighter green for the leaves in the background. Like a lighter green. I think that might not have to change the flowers. Maybe a reddish, like a darker red. I don't know. I'm just gonna ask her to see. Might like, oops, might as well, right? I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Like, I don't want to like disrespect and be like, oh, I think I know what colors look best, but like, I kind of just want to like maybe mention it. You know, of course, it doesn't hurt to ask because I'm the one, you know, gonna be putting it on my body, right? So I kind of want to. I'm still gonna ask, but I just want to make sure. Like, I don't want to come off being like, you know, being like, oh, I don't respect her art, but like, I just want to make sure that I completely like it. That's fair, right? Do you think it's okay for me to ask? Because I don't really know what the etiquette is for it, because I've never gotten a tattoo before, so I don't want to be like disrespectful, like, you know, because I understand it's like their art, you know, I don't really want to offend, and because I do trust them, they have good art. Yeah, I just want to make, like, I don't want to seem offensive, I just kind of want to make sure, like, see if there's anything we can do, you know? Yeah. Because I do want to make sure that I'm, like, 100% comfortable with it. Yeah. Especially for, like, a first tattoo, right? I want to make sure that it's, like, something I really, really like, and make sure that it's something I am sure that I would want. I mean, I mentioned it when I sent her the email. I told her that yes, it is gonna be my first tattoo, so, like, yeah. It looks nice, though, right? Like I had mentioned earlier, like, as I was looking for, like, what kinds of, tattoos that I was looking at, you know, I was a little worried, because I found a lot of tattoos that I liked to look at, but I just wasn't, you know, I just wasn't sure, like, if it would look good on myself, like, like what I said about, like, spirit animals and stuff, like, you know, we always see people who have, like, these really cool, like, lion, tiger, like, wolf tattoos or fox tattoos that, like, look really cool, or, like, dragon or phoenix tattoos, but I'm like, I like them, but, like, I don't think it fits me, you know? So, as much as I like those cool animal tattoos, I don't know, it's not something that I think I can foresee myself getting. Because it's not like it's my spirit animal. I don't really consider myself a wolf or a fox or whatever. So this is the first time that, like, I've really actually just been like, wow, I need it. Like, I really think it's super awesome, and I think it actually fits me. That's why I was, like, so adamant about getting this, like, tattoo. Because I'm just like, wow, this is the first time I've actually been like, wow, I can see this on myself. Like, the design. Like, so this is the first time, so I'm taking that as a good sign to be able to just do it. You know? Like, kind of trust my instincts. So let me see, you want to tattoo that yourself? It's a scroll flexing and he's holding a skateboard and he has black flag bars on his arms. He's flexing. Nice. Like, I mean, the only reason also that I really, really think that it fits me is because, like, I mean, I always thought about getting a hamster tattoo, but I didn't know if I liked hyper-realistic, tattoos. Like, I don't know if I wanted to go cartoonish, or if I wanted to get, like, whatever, but I think Hamtaro fits. Like, hamsters have always been kind of like my thing. Like, most people know me as like, you know, I have hamster, you know, or like whatever. And so I think if anything, it really does fit who I am. And I don't mind getting a hamster tattooed on myself. And the depiction of it is really nice. So, you know, I figured, you know, I love my hamsters. Speaking of which, where is he? Oh, he's right there. He's just standing in the corner, just creeping. So, I'm taking it as a good sign. Yeah, he's just chilling. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm like excited to kind of experience this whole process. But I again, I am still a little nervous because you're gonna pass out soon. Okay, well, yeah. If you need to rest, go ahead and rest. You need to sleep. We're just chilling today anyway, so just hanging out and talking. Bill, by the way, did it hurt a lot getting your tattoo? Like, I don't in terms of like your own pain tolerance, like if you had to rate your own normal pain tolerance and then how much you thought that it hurt. So I'm trying to get a good understanding. So you don't like needles. Wasn't that fun? Okay, that's fair. That's a good assessment, I think. So like how painful? Okay. Pass out when blood gets drawn. Okay, so you're more like, okay. I mean, the only time I've almost passed out from something like at a doctor's office is when I got surgery on my finger, like when I was younger. They had put a pin into my finger, like it was literally like a pin that was like in my finger but also sticking out. And so yeah, so it was just like the only time I literally passed out was watching them try to remove that pin from my finger, which was like, I think it wasn't the fact that it wasn't painful. It was just weird because it felt like, because it was so stuck in my finger, it was holding the tendons together. That's why, because I think they had cut through the tendon in order to do the surgery, and so they needed to pin them together, like the two pieces, so that they would fuse. And so it was literally, I have the pin somewhere. I don't know if it's here or at my parents' house, but it's really disgusting. It's literally like this. It's almost as long as it's like almost half the length of my finger. And so it was just literally like sticking out. And so originally what they were trying to do was they were trying to like just pull it out with hands. And so what they ended up doing, because it was so stuck in there, they grabbed these freaking like pliers, and they gripped on it and it was like pulling it, and it felt like they were like pulling my finger off. Like, if you like, I don't know who anybody thinks they are, but like, can you imagine like it felt like they were trying to pull my finger off, like they were trying to pull my bone out. Like it was the weirdest feeling in the world. But that's why I almost passed out. It was kind of just like the thought of my finger getting pulled out, like my bone getting pulled out. That's what it felt like. And so like I almost passed out. Like I was just like, oh god. And my doctor was like, are you okay? Like do you need to like lay down? I'm like, yeah, just, you know, let me lay down, because the blood is draining out of my face right now, because I was just imagining it, and it wasn't that it hurt. Again, it just felt like someone was pulling your finger out, because like the pressure of them pulling it, they were literally almost pulling my finger off. That's why I almost passed out. I was like, oh god, like I was literally about to, yeah. I asked for some tips from the artist, and she said eat and stay hydrated, and I was like, that's fair. I've heard that tip actually when I was looking up like tips on like getting your first tattoo. It's like, oh, make sure you eat so you don't pass out, and make sure like you stay hydrated, which I'm sure I'm gonna do beforehand. So I'm gonna, yeah, the few things that I still need to ask her about Yeah, I gotta make sure I, you know, eat, make sure I don't pass out that day, which is fair. I might bring a little snack too. Do you think it would be okay if I bring in a snack? I mean, I'm gonna see if one of my friends can, like, hang out with me that day and go with me, just so that, like, I can have somebody's opinion. Maybe, let me see if my roommate's gonna be back. If she is, I might ask her to go with me. Cause she's still studying in New York right now, so I don't know if she's coming back. Oh, you didn't know that the first time? I mean, I do a lot of research before I do anything, and so, like, I looked up, like, oh, tips on getting your first tattoo. And so, like, also trying to see how much you need to tip for your tattoo as well. And so, like, people say, like, 20 to 30%, or at least dropping a fat $100 bill is fine, too, for, like, ones that are really, really expensive. Yeah. You were fine on your first tat? Nice. Oh, Nee, you have tats, too. Nice. Wait, see, I feel like more color should be more tip. Okay. Wait, is $100 not enough? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of. They said like 20 to 30% is a really pretty good price. It's more of like what you determine how good the service is, right? So that's why I also say, like, oh shoot, I didn't change that one, dang it. That's why I was always like, I was doing a lot of research, because I know that, like, when you go for, like, it's not like food service where, you know, it's, you know, what is it, 15 to 20% tip, depending on, oh no, it's generally like 10% tip for, like, lunch, and then like 15 to like maybe 20% for like dinner, depending on where you go, I suppose. Like, if you're getting served. I usually tip about, like, just 15 flat. Like, 15 for, like, lunch. And then, like, I would consider myself a pretty generous tipper, to be honest. Compared to most people, because most people don't actually tip, like, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, I know some people who don't even tip. I'm just like, how dare you? Like, how am I friends with you guys? Oh, you guys actually have gas station attendants? I have to pump my own gas. Shoot, man. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, see, like, the thing is, I tip all the time. Like, I tip. You know, and I don't care about, like, the cost. Like, I know that's a thing. And I don't mind it, because it's like, if you know, if you pay for a service and you're served very well, you know, like, a tip is a tip. I don't mind paying it. I would actually rather go to a place where you can actually get served, because that way, you know, it's kind of like you get the whatever, you know, the necessary care for whatever you're doing there. That's actually really funny. I didn't realize that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, we have to pump our. Why don't they let you pump your gas? Like, why don't they let you? Like, why is that a thing? Like, I know that it's a thing, but, like, why don't they let you? Are they afraid that people are gonna, like, just steal the gas and not pay for it? Because that used to be a thing when the price hikes used to go up. In California, that's what happened. People actually, like, because you used to pay for your gas after you pumped, so people would, like, gas up and go. Oh, insurance? Oh, that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. I never thought about that. I mean, how expensive is your gas, though? If you don't mind me asking. Because gas in California is pretty expensive. I think we're like, right now for regular gas, it is like, at Costco, it's like $3. $3 a gallon. Oof. That's a big fat rip. It's $3. Like, for a full tank, it cost me like over $50 to fill up. Oh my god! Yeesh! Yeah, it costs me about $50 to gas up. And I have to gas up like 3 times a week. Or no, 3 times a month. So it's pretty rough. Yeah, $50! Hell yeah! That's what I get for living in California. So y'all don't ever complain about your high gas prices, because y'all don't live in California. We really feeling it here, man. We really feeling it here. That's just regular, and that's at Costco. So it's like, Costco's already pretty cheap, but like $3 a gallon is, yeesh. Need to put super in it. So super is like what? Premium gas? Is that what that is? Oh god, no. Oh. Yeah, premium gas for us is about like 3 something. Yeah, we got it pretty rough. So y'all don't complain about your gas prices, because like if y'all don't live in California, y'all not really feeling it. Oh, 80, oh, 93 and higher. Okay. Yeah, that's like premium gas here, so. Oof. Yeah, premium gas here is like, at Costco it's $3.40, I think? Depends on which Costco you go to, I think, as well. Yeah, we're dying here. Send us your water and gas. Oh, fire hazard. Oh, yeesh. Yeah, I mean, we have this, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, that's fair. That's actually really funny, though. Don't tell Carp. That's actually really funny. So I'm gonna do one more thing of organic and then do some more quartz. Trying to save your own butt, huh? That is funny though. I knew that was a thing, but I forgot about it. Like, I forgot that, I didn't know that New Jersey was that, like, I didn't know that they did it like that. Yeah, it does create jobs, I suppose. That's one way of thinking about it. That is one way to think about it. I'm gonna create one more thing of resin. But yeah, California gas is super expensive. It's pretty rough to live in California and have to drive. And the thing is, our public transportation here sucks, so you have to drive. So you're stuck with paying that, like, all the time. So it's something you just have to live with. Yeah, I basically, to drive, I have to fill up 3 times a month, and it costs me about, like, almost, like, I literally have to gas up every 10 days. Because I like almost run on empty. So it costs me about $50 each time. Maybe a little over $50 to gas up fully. That's like 16, maybe 16 gallons? 15 to 16 gallons. So it costs me about like $150 a month to go to work every month. Yeah, my car has a 18-gallon tank. My car is like a full-size sedan, so that's why. Got a big car. My car is like a giant whale. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh no! I took off the printer. That's actually really funny. Yeah. So I get 22 gallons. 22, 23 gallons. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to be making any resin. Oh my god. You should call Appa. I really should. Yeah, my friend named my car, or my roommate named my car, like Jonah. Like, because my car is just a giant whale. I wasn't supposed to be making any more resin, but here we are. Making more resin. Because resin OP. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you can never go wrong with resin, so I guess it's not a bad thing. Oops, I dropped a canister. Ah! Especially early game, resin is like your friend. You'll always need oh my god, stop! I keep making it! Oh my god. I mean, you can never go wrong with storages, so, I mean, I guess it's okay. Yeah, you can never go wrong with building more storage. I bet you we can make, like, a storage farm. Let's see, I think the tutorial was okay because I was watching you. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's for the majority when you watch anybody play on streams. You generally know how to play already. It's just like I vicariously learn how to play Siege through watching people play, even though I don't really play myself. Like, I kind of get how to play, but I just don't have the skills because I don't play. I've been map studying. No, I know. I'm not terrible at the game, I just don't play it, that's why. Which is fair. Yeah, some of my favorite streamers play Siege, and so I just watch it just because it's fun to watch. I like how tactical that game is. It's just I just don't play it very often. Partially because I don't play video games off stream, just because I'm staring at for the majority of my day or my week, I am on the computer, and so sometimes I just don't want to play. Like, I just don't want to be on the computer. Like, I actually calculated it out. I play about, like, I am on the computer 40 hours a week because I'm basically on the computer like all the time at work. So 40 hours a week on the computer just for work. And now now that I'm streaming, that's about 4 days a week, 4 hours a day. So that's 16 hours on top of 40. So I am on, like, every week I am on the computer for about, what, 56 hours a week? It's pretty rough. Like, sometimes you just need some time off, so. Like, that's why, like, on the weekends, I don't even turn on my computer on the weekends. Because I'm just, like, I don't want to be staring at a computer. I don't want to be at a computer. Even though, like, I would say I don't even want to be staring at a screen for, like, whatever. I don't want to be staring at a screen. But I do stare at a screen because sometimes on Saturday, I just sit in front of my TV in the living room for, like, hours. I, like, binge watch TV shows on the weekend. Which is not any better, but, like, I mean, at least, like, I can do so, like, in a relaxed manner. And I also play a lot of Pokemon Go nowadays, so I've been getting really, I know I didn't say that I was super obsessed before, but I think I'm pretty obsessed with it now, so I've become one of those people who plays Pokemon Go all the time. Like, I'm actually considering dropping some money and actually even getting some, like, spending some money on my second account, my kind of a Smurf account. Like, I'm kind of, yeah, same. I played since day one as well. Oops. That's not good. Yeah, I've been playing since day one as well. It's just that I took a big break, just because people stopped playing it for a little bit, and so I took a little bit of a break. Basically, the beginning of last year, I took a bit of a break. So, but I started picking it up again, like, maybe last summer, a little bit. Caught your Squirtle, nice. Yeah, I was at work when they released it. And so I didn't really know the best way to play it. And so I had used, like, 2 of my incense sitting at my desk because I didn't know how to play. Like, I didn't know that you had to make your incense work the best, you had to be walking around. Like, it's better to walk around with an incense. So I wasted like my first 3 incenses. Oh, no, the best part is when basically, because the first day that it had released, the servers were, basically the first week of its release. Oh god. Oh! God dang it. Like, the servers were down like 99% of the time. They were so bad. They were so unprepared for it. It was the most hilarious thing. I tweeted out, like, that look you get when you're taking a 5-minute walk outside, and then it was just like the screen where it gives you we're having trouble, like, with this. It's like, oh, it's the funniest thing ever. It's the best. Like, I miss those days when, like, we were all struggling playing it. Oh, and then, like, it was, like, the funniest thing because back when they used to have the old tracker system, where, you know, it had the footprints in, right? And so everybody was just aimlessly walking around. It was before they had introduced, like, anybody had made any scanners for the game, and anything. So it was just, like, everybody was just aiming around. Like, they were just aimlessly walking around. Because that's how you used to be able to, like, find stuff, right? That was the most hilarious thing. Like, when it first released, me and my brother were walking around our neighborhood, and we were just like, this lady was like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing right now? Are you guys looking for something? And we're like, yeah, we're looking for a Charmander. And she was like, a what? And I was like, oh, you're not playing. That's awkward. It was like the funniest thing ever. This lady who was just like, are you guys looking for something? And I'm like, yeah, Charmander. And she's like, a what? And I'm like, oh shoot. She like gave us like the weirdest look. She's like, what? And I was like, oh, sorry, it's a game. Like, we're playing a game right now. And she's like, oh, okay. Cause we like oh, what? It was really, really funny. Cause our parents' neighborhood has like neighborhood watch, so like, you know, like it was weird, you know, like when people were just walking around aimlessly, like you would think like, what are they doing? Like, why are they like standing in the middle of nowhere? Like, nobody does that. And so, I'm sure she just got weirded out. Like, why are these people just walking around aimlessly, like stopping in front of people's houses, you know, gathering and running around? Like, I don't understand. And I'm just like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like, I mean, I would be nervous too if I didn't know what was going on, but like, because we would like sometimes like change directions like really fast because we're like, oh no, not this way, not this way. We gotta go this way. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what?
Get a load of that dog.
Get a load of it! That video is like one of my favorite videos. Oh my god. Oh, you're one of those people who like trespassed. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't super hardcore. Like, I mean, there was this one like in the old town, like near my house. We have kind of like the old downtown, and so we would hang out in there. Like, and so many, like, there used to be so, where did it, oh, yeah, there would be so many people there, and, like, up until, like, 3 a.m. in the morning, and I would walk that, like, 6 hours, and I didn't even realize it was 6 hours. Yeah, we had, like, this, in that area, it was, you could walk around this block. It was only, like, a 5-minute, like, circle. And there were, I think, 7 stops around it. So you would just walk around in a circle. And then, like, in that area, because it was kind of more of a historical site, there was like a Dragonite that spawned. And because we live near San Francisco, there was like so many rare spawns out in San Francisco, because also Niantic is here in the Bay Area. So, like, they would have all these different, like, special things going on here. It was actually pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm like kind of considering actually trying to level up my second account really fast and actually maybe spending some money on that account just to maybe up my storage a little bit, because I do need some like better bag space, because like there's only so many Pokeballs that I can get on that account, just because I just don't simply have enough bag space. Which one do I keep sending gifts? Just send gifts to both of them. I need to level up both of the friendships. I like to stack best friends, just because then I can use a lucky egg and basically get free 1,000. Like, basically, because when you become a best friend, it's normally 100,000 EXP, but if you lucky egg it, it's 200,000. So if you stack 5 friends, that's 1 million EXP. Free. So, like, worth? Hell yeah, that's worth. So right now actually I'm holding on to like 3 people's best friend. I don't raid with those people anyway, so it's fine. They just have to hold on with it. I will coordinate gifts. Like I will coordinate when I open it, so I give you a chance. Like I'll let you know ahead of time when I open it, so that you have a chance to pop a lucky egg and also get the double experience as well. It's just that for myself, I like to stack them so that I only use 1 lucky egg to stack. So yeah, send it to both of them. I send gifts to both accounts anyway. I send gifts back and forth from both accounts. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to get more gifts, and like reorient my gifts, because like the only times I go through stops is I use my my gacha to collect Pokestops while I'm driving, and so I can only, because I only have 1 gacha, so I kind of alternate. Like on my way to work, I'll use 1 account, and then on my way back home, I use the other one, because usually I spin enough stops on my way to work to get 10 gifts. And I usually send them out like after my stream. Like I'll log into my account like before I go to sleep, and I'll send out the gifts so that, you know, I can start the cycle over and over again and collect gifts all the time. And then when I get back home, I usually switch the account so that I can get another 10 gifts for my second one. So like I kind of alternate it, but right now I'm kind of like in trouble. Yeah, so I always send gifts, especially from my main account. If you don't see one from my second account, it's probably because I just don't have enough gifts. Because I prioritize my main, of course, like I should. And the reason why I'm planning on spending some money on that account is because I prioritize also putting Pokemon in gyms on my main, and I don't really prioritize it on my second account. So, which is fair, right? I mean, my main account is my main account, so that's where I'm gonna put all my effort. But I really want to max out my bag space. Like, I think it's up to 2,000 bag space right now for your max, and I think that's quite a bit. I'm at like 1,300 for my main account, and all of that storage space was from getting coins from the gym, from gyms. Time check. Wait. Yeah, my bag space right now for items is 1,300 on my main account. I've actually been dumping Great Balls. You want to see how, I think I posted this. I actually keep my red ones now because your gacha actually uses red balls and they don't use Great Balls. So let me look at this, it's actually really funny. I currently have 710 Ultra Balls. Like, can you see that? 710 Ultra Balls. And I wonder why I don't have any space. It's because I just... So yeah, I've been trying to collect like regular Pokeballs. It is a flex, okay? I've been collecting those for like ever. Look at my pineapple berries. Look at my pineapple berries. It's actually, it's really funny. That's not even a big flex though, cause like you see those people who have like, my friend has like 300 rare candies. 300 rare candies, and she's like, I don't know what I want to do with it. And I'm like, fam, give them to me. Like, what the freak? She used to raid a lot though. She's already level 40 on. She's been level 40 for like the longest time on her main account. She's crazy. She has, okay, if you wanna really talk about flex, this friend has like 20 Mewtwo's. She has like another, like, I don't even know how many Rayquazas or rare, like, or legendaries. She has like 20 of each legendary on her account. Yeah, she's crazy. She has like 20 Mewtwo's. She scrolled through them and I was like, oh my god, what the freak, man. But she doesn't play as much anymore. She also has 3 accounts, so she has 3 accounts, but only because she took her her kids' accounts. They don't play anymore, but so she took them, and those 2 accounts already, the secondary accounts, her children's accounts are like, one is like level 38 and one is like level 37, I think. So she's crazy, man. She like doesn't play as much anymore. She actually went out to San Francisco with me to go get unknowns. Yeah, she doesn't raid as much anymore. 40 max? Yeah, so she's been level 40 on her main account for a long time. But the other 2 accounts, she just has like, she has like 3 phones. And so she's just been kind of playing with them. Yeah, my second account is level 21 right now, and my main account is level 36. So I've been kind of playing it. I needed more people in my own area who were Instinct, cause like at least near my house, cause there are a lot of Instinct players in like where I work, in that town or in that city, but like but I'm not there on the weekends. So when I want to raid on the weekends by myself, there's not like, even if I join up on other people's raids, there's not too many Instincts where I live. There are a lot of Instincts where I work, just not where I live. So I just needed like a best friend bonus, so I can get more, like, so when I join up on their raids, I can at least get, you know, additional like Pokeballs to throw. What, Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go is really fun. Like, it actually makes me leave my house. Like, if it wasn't for Pokemon Go, I wouldn't leave my house. Like, I'm too much of a homebody. Like, I really need to leave my house more. Like I said, sometimes I stay home and I binge watch TV shows, like, all the time. Like, and I don't get out of my house. It's kind of a bad habit, and my coworkers make fun of me all the time. They're like, you're young, you need to go out more, you need to get out, you need to meet some people. And I'm like, yo, the only reason I get out of my house nowadays is for work and Pokemon Go. And church. That's about it. Yeah, I actually love meeting people, like meeting other people's dogs when I play Pokemon Go, because like we're just like, oh, we got a raid, and then they're usually just like, there's this one guy who I met like around here. He walks his niece's dog, and like it's really cute. That it's like a 9-month-old German Shepherd. That dog is really nice. And he always loves to like curl up near you, and so like he's really friendly, that dog. Yeah, if I had a dog, I would always play Pokemon Go. I would walk my dog all the time and just play Pokemon Go. Yeah, like on the weekends when there's especially when there's community days. Oh, by the way, Bill, did you do community day this weekend? Just the Trico event? I kind of half-heartedly did it. I didn't really care. I played passively on my main account and I just caught Tricos, but I didn't really care about getting I didn't get any shinies on my main because I was just playing on my gacha and then letting it auto catch. But I did get like 3 of them, 3 shinies on my secondary account, which is fine. I didn't really care, to be honest. But for Torchic, I think I definitely will play. I need a slacking though. I need to slack off. And I'm kind of looking forward to the Lotad event that's coming up this Saturday. I don't have a Ludicolo yet. Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? Ludicolo? Yes, I don't have a Ludicolo yet. Cause before the rain, like actually brought up more of the Lotads were actually really hard to find. I don't know, maybe in just my area because it didn't rain that often. When it started raining, then the Lotads started to appear. But like other than that, before this winter, I'd like seen 1 Lotad and that was it. So like now after all of this rain, it's been raining for like months. Oh my god. Since the rain, like in these past months, it's been like, oh my god, I don't have any. Okay, hold on. Like I don't even have to worry about it. You need more Pokemon emotes. By the way, I know that it's taking a long time right now. I did, you know, like before I had mentioned that we had commissioned some some emotes. I do apologize that it's taking so long. The artist, I'm still on the waiting list, so it's gonna take a few more weeks in order to get that done. So, but she still hasn't worked on the drafts yet because I'm still on the waiting list. But I'm hoping that soon we'll get them, and then once that gets in, we'll have, you know, some new emotes. So who did you commission? We commissioned. Let me see if I can find her Twitch account. She is, I think if you look in my follows, you might be able to see it. Hold on, let me see what it is. Her name is like Meave. She has some really nice art though. I found her on Twitter. Yeah, it's the last person that I followed. Yeah. I think how you pronounce it is like Mive or something. Mive. Yeah. I can hook you up with who did mine. I mod for her. It's all good. I already paid for it. I already paid for the commissions, so I'm on the waiting list right now. It's just gonna take a while because when I had done it, she already kind of had a longer waiting list. So it's been a few weeks now. It's just, I'm just waiting for it. So yeah, but thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, let me see. So her emotes, let me look at this. So this is who I commissioned my art from. Yeah, it's really cute, right? So what I had asked for, I think I had ordered 3 emotes. So I ordered 3 emotes because I have 2 regular slots for tier 1 slots. So basically I have 4 total emotes right now, at least. Now I think that's what it is. So I have 2 tier 1, 1 tier 2, and then 1 tier 3. So what I'm gonna do, since I ordered 3 of them, I ordered one that's gonna be called itsKonaChan. So it's gonna be that face that I always make with the. It's kind of like a very confused face. Like if you look on Discord, it's like that that emote from the other person that I had subbed to. Here, I'm gonna post it in general right now. Kind of looks like this. I kind of was aiming for that. If you're in Discord, that's what that looks like. Or actually, you know what? I'll just post it here because I'm subbed. So it looks like this. Kind of like that. So I kind of wanted that face because I always use that face on Discord. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have that. I asked for something like that, and then I also asked for like a hello. So like, hi. Just like hand raised hello. And so my character that I had also asked for was, the character that I'd asked for was like me, kind of like in the hamster onesie. So just like hamster onesie, and then just like that's my character. That's what I had asked for, so hopefully the draft will look really good. And then also the third one was just, I think it was the hello. Oh no, it was a gold emote, because I'm gonna put this one on the tier 3 one. It's a gold one of like my character, but then with like a staff, like and like a little, maybe like a little crown. So it's like, so something like that. I think that one's gonna be the tier 3 emote, and I think I'm gonna put the Yuki emote in tier 2. So, but that's just like a realistic photo, just like a cropped photo. So I didn't commission that one. I just made it myself. So yeah, I really liked her art. So yeah, it was about, because she has, her normal price is like $35 each. But then if you buy 3, it's basically $30 each, which is kind of a standard, I think. If you're looking at like prices and whatnot, that's pretty standard for quality emotes, at least. And I don't mind paying it if the quality is there. So that's you know, as long as the quality is there, I don't mind paying. Oops. So I really liked her art, so I was like, you know what? I don't mind. Yeah, picking your like artist for emotes and stuff is kind of like, it's kind of you're building your brand like for your channel, so you want to make sure that you have someone that you really like, because those emotes are basically representative of your channel. So you always want to make sure that you pick somebody that you really like, that fits your art style as well. It's kind of like getting a tattoo. Gotta make sure you like the art enough, because you're also paying for that as well. So yeah, because I know that you can get emotes for like $10-15, but like some of those, sometimes they're not that great. And I wanted more like character emotes, because I really do like those. Because I really think they make you stand out a little bit. Because they're also very cute too. And I kind of want to do, I do want to support like some of those artists who make those really cool like emotes, you know? I feel like they deserve more recognition for the art that they produce. Always more recognition. But yeah, I watch her sometimes, like, after I found her, I've watched her make emotes every now and then. Like, I lurk in her channel and just kind of, like, watch her draw. And it's actually very, she has a very nice voice to listen to. It's very calming. And her art is really nice. There was this guy that I had followed on Twitter, and I liked his art too. It was just, he had a really long waiting list, so it was also kind of that too. Like, I didn't really want to wait that long, and his like waiting list was just miles long, so I didn't want to. Oh jeez. Oops. Man, every time I listen to the song now, all I can hear is that like one Yuki like clip that I had made where Yuki was just like, she squeezed out of her little house and then she just like was sitting in her sand pit. I don't know if you guys remember that clip, but it was really funny. Now every time I listen to this, like, this song comes up on the playlist, like, that's all I can think about. Just Yuki, like, Yuki squeezing out of her little house. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Come on. But yeah, kind of going back to the whole tattoo thing, I'd only mentioned like 2 of them, right? I still don't know what my 3rd tattoo is gonna be now. Like, I was aiming for 3, and I like now if this gets done, this is gonna be 1. And then the second idea was to get my parents' name. I think that's a pretty concrete one. I'm just gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to ask like my parents to write their names out so I can get that. So I think that's a pretty solid idea that I have. And I've been thinking about that for a long time, so I think it's pretty solid. I think I might have to actually do it. Once I get this one done, I think I might look into getting that one done as well later on. I think 2019 is where it's at. The time where I just take all these like big, like, it's more spontaneous, I guess. Get out of my comfort zone, I suppose. What is this? Why can't I dig that? Oh, is that a research thing? Oh, it is. Okay. I see. I was like, why can't I dig that? What the heck? Would your parents like it? I don't, you know, I feel like my mom doesn't, when I mention it, she doesn't really like most of my ideas. She didn't like when I got my cartilage piercings, but then after I got it, she couldn't really complain because I had already got them done. So my mom is that kind of person though. She just, she's like, she doesn't really like it when I talk about it, but like after I get them done, she doesn't really care anymore because it's like, it's done. What is she gonna do? Yell at me for like getting it done? Like, it's already done, paid for. You know, there's not really much you can do afterwards, you know? My dad, honestly, he didn't even know that I got my ears pierced. Like, he was like, what is that in your ear? Okay, that's fine, I guess. Like, he honestly didn't even care. He was just like, oh, did it hurt? Okay. My dad doesn't care about anything. He's just like, whatever, it's if you want it, you pay for it then. Yeah, my dad's just like, as long as it's not my money and you're paying for it yourself, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Yeah, my dad doesn't really care. He's very hands-off. Yeah, that's why when you guys asked me the other day if my parents were very strict, I would have to say no. My parents are not very strict. Like, they're pretty lax about most things. Like, my mom, like, she does, like, especially when I cut my hair the first time, you know, when I had, like, the Hannah Hart hair, she was like, she really didn't, like, let's see. My second tattoo, my mom saw it while I was asleep and she didn't say anything for a week until I was rolling egg rolls with her. Was she really mad about it? Yeah, my mom, like, Like, I'll get it done, and then she'll look at me like, oh my god, I can't believe you did it, and then she'll just be like, okay, whatever. She's really mad. Like, honestly, my mom is just worried that, like, oh, nobody's, you know, like, it's the same, like, Asian mom thing that, like, all Asian moms are scared about. It's like, oh, you're never gonna find a husband, that kind of thing, like, or whatever. Like, that's why my mom didn't really want me to get short hair, because she's like, oh, you know, boys really, like, no one's gonna love you, like, you're gonna, you know, like, whatever, guys really like long, like, you know, you're not gonna look like a girl anymore, and I'm like, oh my god, does it really matter? Like, whatever. It's not like they were all lining up when I had long hair anyway, so whatever. That's the funny thing. I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. No one's gonna love you! Ugh. No one's gonna want to marry you! And I'm like, just because of that? Okay, sure. It's okay, I'll just stay home, I'll just get a bunch of dogs, I'll get a bunch of hamsters, and we'll just live happily ever after in my home of thousands of hamsters. It's fine, don't worry about it. My hamsters love me. It's okay. The only thing is that I'm kind of afraid of is, like, I feel like some of the parents at my, like, cause you know how I volunteer, right? I feel like some of the parents, if I get a very visible tattoo, they're gonna think that I'm a really bad influence on the kids. Cause you know, some parents are very, like, traditional, and they're just like, oh, no, like, no, you're gonna influence our children. It's too late. When I shaved my head, one of my students also shaved the side of her head, so, oh, whatever. Her hair's gonna grow back. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, she had actually asked me about it, and I was just like, dude, it's fine. Like, your hair will grow back. You know, it's not a big deal. It's like, if your parents don't like it, they'll have to get used to it, because I think it looks really awesome. So, and then like a week, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after I got my hair, like, shaved, she went to go get the side of her head shaved, and I was just like, you know what, you look great, embrace it. And so she's had her hair, she has like, her hair kind of looks like, or it kind of used to look like what mine is. She only shaved one side, and so she kept the rest of her long hair. So she looked really, it looked really sick. And so I was like, yeah, yo, good for you, you know? And she was still in high school at the time, and I'm like, you know what? If you want to do it, have the confidence to do it, you know? And you have my complete and utter validation, because I look like a mess, but at least you look good with your hair, like, head shaved, so. Just kidding. Like, I'm just like, you know what? If you want to do it, you just do it. You know, your parents are gonna hate it, but your parents are gonna hate everything that you do, so whatever. Like, what you gonna do? You can't always fight them on the same stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just feel like parents control, like, their kids so much these days. Like, they don't even let them, like, choose, like, oh, what do you want for your haircut? Like, oh no, I don't really like that haircut. No, you have to choose something else. And, like, then you're not really giving them a choice, you know? It's like they always have to, like, it's like, I'm all about letting kids choose their own, like, at least with my youth kids and stuff. I'm just like, you know what? If it gives you confidence, this is what you like it. There's like, people will always make fun of you for what you like. No, regardless of what you like, people are always gonna make fun of you for it. You know, they're always gonna be like, oh, you like that? They're always gonna judge you, whatever. So if you like something, like it, embrace it, you know? Like, yes, I'm kind of along the same, oh god, please don't fall. Like, I'm just like, you know what? People are always gonna make fun of you, regardless of what you do. Just embrace it, you know? Just like what you like and like it confidently, at least, you know? Don't just like things because other people tell you that you need to like them. Like, have a mind of your own. And that's what I tell my students all the time. I'm like, you know what? You gotta make your own decisions, you know? You gotta at least think for yourself. You're not a robot. Oh my god, am I rolling? I am rolling. I tell my students that all the time. I'm like, if you wanna do something, you do it. Just do it. Just do it! Actually, I have a sound for that. Hold on. Just do it! Yeah. Like, I told my kids too. I was like, you know what? If you ever want to get a piercing, invite me. I love it. I love watching other people get ear piercings. Because it makes me feel like I'm such a bad influence. Like, I'm just like, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I'll be your chaperone if your parents don't want you to go. Actually, no, I won't sign off on the papers for them, but like, I will just be like, I'll go with you if your parents don't want to go with you to get it done. As long as they sign the paperwork and they let you do it, like, I'll go with you and you know, be there and I'll help you, like, get through it.